Alright guys, so this is not my normal video. You guys from my channel I know you guys normally see I do shoe reviews, but I'm going to show you how to do a quick fix for replacing a Kohler canister valve seal when you have a leaky toilet. First off, what you're going to want to do is shut off the water. So to shut this off, you would turn this clockwise so that it screws in to shut off the water. So you would turn it clockwise like this. Alright, so I've already turned it to where it's completely shut off. You then remove the lid to the top of the toilet. Alright, set it aside somewhere. Be careful with it because it's that porcelain-like material and it could shatter very easily. Now, so you have the flushing mechanism, which you pull and it lifts this canister up. You can see it closely. Alright, and then you have the water that fills into here, and it fills this up, and it fills into the water hole right here. So if you guys look closely down below, you can see that pink thing right there. That's the valve seal. Alright, that pink thing that's going around this canister is the seal to seal the water between the plug at the bottom and this canister, because when you flush, it lets all the water come out, and then when you push it back down, the water drains it back into the toilet and refills it back up, so the way that stops it. But if you notice, mine is coming off and it's starting to deteriorate. I've only had this toilet for about maybe 2 years, and the seal has already started to fall apart. So when I take it off, you'll see what I mean when I mean by it falling apart. So to replace this, you're gonna remove the water hose. I probably need to clean that because it looks a little moldy, but I'm gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna set this over here, just behind here, so that way maybe I'll get it out of my way. All right. Well, let's put this back here. Let's see if this holds it. Oh well, forget that. Anyway, from this thing won't come out because this thing is what holds it in place. So what you want to do is you want to turn this counterclockwise. Alright? Don't turn it too hard, but you want to just turn it enough. Alright? Till where it comes out. Because you see right there in the middle, so here's the bottom where the seal would normally sit, if you guys can see it. Alright? You see how it's all deteriorated right there around the seal? And here's my old seal. Okay? You see it's all messed up and deteriorated. Alright? So, and it's falling apart. So I'm going to throw this one away. Give me a second here. Trash that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remove some of the residue from the old seal from it and clean it up here. Because that old seal, pretty much, you see all the gunk left from the plastic on there. And it really kind of surprised me that it deteriorated that fast, but you know, this is just a quick, simple, easy do-it-yourself job. You know, it would be easier if I just took a toothbrush, an old dirty toothbrush, and just cleaned off all that old seal. anything to prevent the new seal from not locking into place when I put it on. Alright, so I basically cleaned that off. Okay, and basically I got the new seal from Home Depot. It was only $7. Well, $6.98 plus tax. Alright. If you want to see real quick, $6.98 plus tax. So, Class 5 canister toilet, $6.98. So, here's the new toilet seal. Alright. So this is a Kohler genuine parts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it onto this outer ring. You see it fits in the slot on the inside. And let me clean this one off too because it's got gunk all over it. Okay, so you don't really have to, they say on the back of the Kohler thing, right? It says for you to unhook it and then take out the chain and then flip it upside down and then replace the seal. But you don't really have to take the chain off. That's kind of a nuisance. So all I was able to do was just basically flip it upside down like that. Okay, and I'm gonna take the new seal. Alright, so you guys can see the new seal right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around. It doesn't matter which way it goes. So it fits in this groove slot, like kind of like a rubber band. Okay. Now it's a little bit smaller than the original OEM model, just slightly. But you see how it fits in there into that slot that was originally down there. And then when I flip it back upside down, what's going to happen is it's going to seal back. Whenever you pull the toilet, this pulls up and then it's going to come back and sit down on there and seal the water so that way no water leaks out. So what you want to do is you want to, like I told you before, how you have to turn this kind of counterclockwise to unscrew it. You want to make sure that this lines back up into here. You can see it, that bolt right there. This part right here. You see this bolt? Alright, you want to make sure this goes back into that part right there. Alright. Okay, so once I have that in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it clockwise. Okay, so You don't want to be too rough with it because it's plastic, of course, and it's going to break. And then you have to replace the whole thing. So now that that's tightened, okay, and it's seated on the toilet, I'm going to replug this water hose back into it. Alright. So the water hose goes back into here. Alright. And so now the seal is back on there. So when I flush the toilet, this should seal the water back up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the water back on. Down here at the bottom. So I'm going to turn this counterclockwise. And it should start to refill with water again. And guys, so you see how this old filter, old seal, look how rotted and deteriorated it was. I could probably pretty much rip this in half with my hands if I wanted to right now. But that's the new seal. You can see the water is refilling and it's not leaking. Alright, so once it fills to the top, alright, it will end right about here and it'll stop. Because that's where the fill lines stop at. So when it comes all the way up to the top up here, is when it'll stop, and then you should be able to have no issues or problems with it. Alright, there you go. Now it's sealed. Let's test it out and flush the toilet. Okay, so I'm going to flush the toilet. You guys can see the new seal is working properly. It's sealing the water from draining. Because if it weren't, then the water would constantly drain all day long and you would lose a lot of water that way. So for $7, it's an easy quick fix to replace. And that's pretty much it. So once it refills again, it'll stop. You'll hear it stop because it's almost at the top. Yep. So it'll stop right there, and of course you don't hear any water leaking. So that's how you replace a Kohler canister style toilet flusher. Toilet flush. You just need that new seal, and hopefully, I don't know how long that will last, but hopefully it lasts a lot longer than the other one did. If not, then I could always go buy another one because it's only $7. You don't want to replace the whole system itself because it's like a $30, $40 job, and it's a pain in the ass because you'd have to unbolt everything on the bottom, take this whole piece apart. But that's pretty much how to replace it. Quick fix, easy, do it yourself, save yourself a lot of money, and that's all you have to do. So I hope hope this was informative for you guys. And was able to help you guys out. Comment, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button. Peace, guys.